Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Kyle from InvestiShare. I'm going to be going over really quickly the Bitcoin price action, how I'm going to be preparing for a potential long or short, the two scenarios that I'm currently looking at based on the current market structure, and how I'm going to take action on either the short or the long. Right now, we're more positioned for a bullish scenario, so I might as well just flip on my lights to green. No, okay. Every time I do that, I don't know how to set it back up quickly. But anyways, so we are going to go over the price action for Bitcoin. So let's dive into it and see what we can find. All right. So I just want to let everyone know that I am looking at the comments. You obviously can see that I'm pretty much replying to every single one, and that everyone's struggling to try to see the numbers on my screen. I just had a meeting with someone this morning, and she helped me out quite a bit on trying to get all the settings done properly so you guys can get a good, clear vision of my chart. So I'm going to include her YouTube description in her YouTube link down below. So if you guys want to check her out, you can. She's really cool. She's got a lot of cool AI stuff in her channel. So if you want to learn about AI, then she's the place to go to. Anyways, so looking at Bitcoin's chart, we've got this downtrending level of resistance right here. This is the 15-minute time frame, by the way. We got this downtrending level of resistance that we broke, right? Which is pretty bullish. We were hoping for this. And now where this dotted green line is, this is a location of the structural value area low for the consolidation that we've been going through since February. So when you pull the fixed range from the start of this area, it gives you a value area low where you can prepare for strong long positions, and the value area high where you can prepare for short positions. And right now, we got acceptance back inside of the value area, and we can update this fixed range to the current price action, because right now it's only updated to here. So I'm going to update it and see how it modifies the value area low. It's gotten a little bit lower, so we're going to move that here. And we can prepare for that being a strong level of support if the price action decides to keep going down lower. If we go to the shorter time frames, back to the 15, we can see that we did lose this uptrending level of support here where this white line is, right about here. And we have confirmed it as a form of resistance on this candle when we got this new low right here. So when we got that new low, some people would be preparing for shorts, but if you are adding value area data to the current range, it should keep you from entering a short with that right in your face. So trend lines aren't going to be enough, guys. You need value area data to help you find out barriers that could prevent you from making a mistake in the charts. That honestly, with any strategy, I don't care if you're a Fibonacci trader or if you're using moving averages or whatever your rules are, I highly recommend using fixed range volume profile in confluence with your rules so you can see what trades you should avoid when you have these kind of barriers in your face. You see, like this value area high, for example, where we had all this resistance. If you're in a long, you can use this as a barrier to prepare you to get out. And as part of my rules, I'll look for short when we're up here and a loss of the momentum and the change of character, and then I'll enter a short and then target the value area low, or the opposite for a long. Anyways, so we got this downtrending momentum that we're tracking. We had a bit of a pump here, and the pump is a result from this ascending triangle right here. I'm going to change the color of my line just so it's a little bit easier for you to see. Let's make it pink because it's always easy to see. So we got this horizontal level resistance, and we had this squeeze effect going on right here. So we have an ascending triangle. Ascending triangles are basically a result of continuous sell pressure in a horizontal level, where basically there's a sell wall that we're trying to beat in the order books. Like a market maker has a bunch of sell orders in one spot, and it's going to take some time for us to break through it. But people are bullish because we broke resistance. So we have people undercutting each other in the order books, and we're creating uptrending support. Now, when we broke this horizontal level of resistance, let me just mark it a little bit better for you. And we had a candle close above it. During that moment, you look at the order books and see if there's any sell walls. And if the sell wall is gone, you jump in on the long and you grab the measurable target from the structure. And with an ascending triangle, you want to grab the midpoint from here to here, and you put it during the moment of the breakout, and then you'll get your measurable target. And you can see where the measurable target is. People start selling. There's exhaustion in the market, and there was also a very large sell wall here as well. And that would have gotten you out of the market by watching that sell wall and seeing that measurable target. The measurable target tells you where the exhaustion is likely going to start. I can also understand why people would want to enter this long if you're looking in the larger time frames. If you zoom out, we had that downtrending resistance, and if you were a confirmation trader, you'd see confirmation right here when price action came up. We retested it, and then we got that higher high, and the only thing that would have kept you out was that sell wall. If you were looking at that sell wall, you would have seen that. But anyways, let's go back to the 15-minute time frame and tell you what I'm preparing for. So what I'm looking for right now is price action to potentially come down lower while meeting this downtrending momentum, driving the price down. And I want to see the confluence of this downtrending resistance that we are looking at to being honored as support. And if we get it honored as support and confluence with the structural value area low being honored as support as well, we break the momentum. Doesn't mean enter a long, but we can prepare for a long once we get that change of character in the market, and then we can target the value area high while being mindful of this level here and the point of control here. But this would ultimately be our target for the long position. So this is what I'm waiting for, is just that kind of price action behavior for the long position. Now, for the bearish scenario, is if we have price action not honor these levels of support, and we actually see it act as a form of resistance, and we would actually likely have a continuation pattern being built here and drive the price down lower. So the bearish scenario is harder to predict and how the price action is going to behave, but we can look at this local area here, right? And we can see that we might combat it as a form of support and build some kind of base structure and maybe have a continuation pattern to bring us down to lower levels. So we can't exactly measure where we're going to go, but if we lose this level of the structural value area low as support, then we could have the continuation pattern bring us down to 61.4, all the way down to 60,000. But overall, my floor for any form of drop is going to be this uptrending daily momentum that we've been watching for a while now. So yeah, this daily uptrending momentum is still what we're watching out for to be honored as a form of support. But that's pretty much it, guys. That's everything that we got to watch out for in terms of Bitcoin. And I'm going to watch as well the behavior for the Hong Kong ETF. It's if you look under arkhamintelligence.com, it sounds epic, sounds like a Batman movie, but honestly, what it does is allows you to track what the other ETFs are doing, how they're allocating their funds, what they're doing, where they're moving their funds to, all that stuff, how much they're buying, if they're creating new wallets, everything. You can see all that stuff right through this tool. And it's very, very accurate. So right now, Becerra, I'm sorry if I say it wrong, Becerra Funds, they're the Hong Kong ETF that you guys might have heard about in the news. They started off not as strong as we hoped. So it's not that strong right now, but right now they have 1,200 Bitcoin, and it seems a bit like they're accumulating roughly 100 Bitcoin per day. Some days are stronger than others. Like the first day obviously was going to be their strongest day. But this is the pace that they're getting is not that great. But if you look at something like BlackRock, they're not really slowing down. And you can see as well how they're managing their funds. They have what they call a buildle fund, which basically is the same kind of phrasing for HODL, a build for dear life kind of thing. But they're allocating quite a bit of funds to their project called Ondu. If you haven't heard that token before, I would recommend looking into it because they're getting heavily involved into building their own system, and they're allocating a lot of funds to Ondu. So check that out. Not financial advice, but if BlackRock's involved, they're likely going to market it really well, and the performance of that asset can perform really well. Yeah, and they're currently at 273,000 Bitcoin. They got over 250,000 Bitcoin, so they're scraping up a large amount of supply. And now that we just had the halving event, it's going to have a greater impact over the price action. So I would keep an eye on BlackRock and see how well they're doing with their Ondu project and how well they're doing in terms of accumulating Bitcoin. If we ever have an Ethereum spot ETF approved, you can guarantee that these guys will jump in on that as well, so they can sell it to their clients. But yeah, that's everything, guys. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me in the Discord. Have yourself an amazing day. Safe trading is profitable trading. I really, really appreciate all the subscribers we've been getting. It's been mind-blowing. We got like 500 subscribers in the past 3 days. So I appreciate it. You guys have an amazing day and stay profitable. Thank you. Bye.
Hey, yo, I'm all about the crypto. In case you don't know, it's the hedge to inflation, the crazy sweep on the nation. No baby, every blockchain and created the same, but the learning curve feels like a bullet to the brain. Let me enlighten ya. Let me